Hello and welcome back to another episode of Wata, where each episode is a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back. Anyway,
And I am your host, RulezVT, and I'm with your better host, Trevady VT.
or Trevady, as most people call me.
I am 100% calling you Trevady now.
No, you're not. No.
Trevady.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Trevady. But anyway, we have a very special guest today.
Yes.
I know. Before you hold the top. Anyway, we have a very special guest today. We have our good friend, if I can get to the thingamabob, Blue Phoenix.
Wow.
When someone actually, if one random podcast that do find us, they're going to be like, "Who are these two stupid guys? And what the hell are they even talking about?"
Well, like was mentioned last episode, we're kind of like a box of chocolates, and we don't know what episode we're going to get out of that box of chocolates. Can you just imagine having like a piece, just a box? We'll just start selling boxes of chocolates that say Wata, and then you eat a random chocolate, and you have like an episode title underneath, and be like, "What the hell is this?"
And it's going to be a random flavor of chocolate.
That sounds absolutely damn amazing. Please.
You pick up a chocolate,
We
and
need that to happen.
underneath it says a blood-sucking goat thing, and you're like, "What? What are they talking about? What is this?"
The Temu version of WAP.
Damn, AI me is hot. Stuff like that. So
I want this.
yeah.
Okay, but anyway,
let's actually get down into the episode here. We have our big special guest, Blue. There's gonna be some fun stories because I think you two met up at one point, right?
Yes.
Oh god, yeah, we did. But before we get into that, why are you calling a
Where
marshmallow?
did the lid to my icing go? Oh, there it is.
No. Before we do that, Blue, you were our guest. How did you get to this point? What led you to VR chat?
Oh yeah, how did you get here?
Yeah.
Well, I put on
Now,
my
how did you get to this
headset,
place,
I
like,
walked into
literally?
What place?
Where are your humble beginnings? How did you become to be the Blue Phoenix of 23?
The origins of my name?
Yeah.
Or how I act? Because my mom met my dad. I'm kidding.
We've already been down that road before.
That's what Johnny did. Yeah, that's exactly what Johnny did. Voldemort. Anyway, but yeah, like explain like how did you get into streaming, or how did you get your name, or like pretty much like that. We like to do a little intro thing.
There's a few reasons of how I ended up getting my name. So I live in the southeastern United States.
You live in 10, I see. Yep.
Yeah, in Tennessee, yeah. And there's a little town here in Tennessee called Gatlinburg. And back in, I need to check this. Pretty sure it was 2016, late 2016.
This is the episode
I'm
where I'm
pretty darn sure.
anyway, can you continue?
There was a wildfire that.
Oh my god, this
Went
was mentioned
through-
before too.
Oh yeah, the wildfire. Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and there was a wildfire, and it was pretty darn devastating on the area. And I forget, it's like either 14 or 16 lives were claimed. Anywho, Gatlinburg's always been a big part of where I grew up. So the wildfire came through, and
It destroyed a lot.
it destroyed a lot. I mean, it didn't destroy the major. It didn't destroy the major part of the city, but yeah, you remember that, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And for people who don't know,
the
me and Blue
city-
live like 10 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can continue.
And people
Sorry.
thought a lot more of the city was destroyed. No, it wasn't. It pretty much stopped right at the river that runs through the area. The city came back pretty much in full swing because there was so much support for the people that were affected in the city that literally they had to say stop sending so much stuff because they wouldn't get help from the government. Yeah, the city came back pretty much full swing. It basically rose up like a phoenix, and the Native Americans called these particular mountains the Appalachian Mountains, they called it Chicanahey, which means land of blue smoke. And if you've ever been to the mountains, especially in the evenings or early in the morning, you'll notice the mountains have a weird blue hue to them, and that's where they come from. It's because of some sort of it's because of some weird thing that the trees give off. It just makes the area appear blue. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I know it comes from the trees, and that's why it was called Chicanahey, also known as Land of Blue Smoke. So Gatlinburg essentially came back like a blue phoenix.
It makes sense. That's cool.
Additionally, I love the color blue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just love the color blue. Additionally, my father uses the word phoenix in his game tag, so it's just a legacy. My name truly is just a legacy. And the 23, I swear, that number follows me around.
Oh my god, that's like me 19.
My birthday's on Monday. My birthday's on Monday. Which is September 23rd.
Oh yeah, and it was his 23rd. Yeah. Hell, I'm starting my new job that day.
Happy birthday to Rules.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So,
happy birthday.
You never know what birthday is.
Yeah, happy birthday to Phoenix. Rules is celebrating by starting a new job.
Okay, not to interrupt you and stuff. Trev, this is the second or third time you got my birthday wrong.
I don't know when your birthday is.
The first time you told a whole bunch of people. It's not even that hard to remember. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna rant about this for a second, and we'll go back to Blue. I'm sorry, but there was literally one time we was hanging out with our friends, right? And I'm sitting there, and they're like, "Oh, Hyro, we're so sorry, we couldn't do anything for your birthday." And I'm like, "What do you mean it's not my birthday?" And they're like, "Well, Trev told you today your birthday." It's like, no, it's not. It's like in May, and this was like in November. I'm like. I went to him, and I'm like, how do you not know my birthday? I don't know his, but...
It's okay.
Anyway,
it's probably... Is it after May the 4th?
Anyway, Blue. So why are you called Marshmallow now and again?
So, there's a really good friend of mine who I like to call one of my VR fathers, who claimed... he just started calling me Marshmallow one day, and I asked him why, and he said it's because I'm soft and sweet, like a marshmallow. I'm also squishy, which means I don't have a dominant bone in my body unless it's put there. Because marshmallows, they're soft and squishy. You know, they're not. You can throw them at people. You're not going to injure them. Apparently, I'm not very strong. Apparently,
I broke my arm on a marshmallow. So
how did you do that?
I'm sorry. That's.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm joking.
Okay. I was over here like I'm like
to say something stupid.
I was hoping you was gonna follow up with some sort of story, but okay. I'm disappointed now.
It's because I'm soft and sweet, and you apply a little heat, and you melt. Because I'm easily flustered.
Same.
Yeah, I get that. I can't be. It's a hard knock life for us. But yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. Why someone calls you like a little tiny marshmallow thingamabobbo. Blah 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 blah.
I was gonna say that the 23 I thought was because you joined VR Chat 2023, or maybe you're I don't know.
I've been on VR Chat for 4 years.
Oh,
I was about to say, Trevor. She's been on as long as I have, or longer.
Oh, then you mean wait, isn't September 23rd the day that Voldemort had mentioned something about it being September the 23rd? He's like, September.
What?
No.
It was like he was gonna make a meme about September 23rd.
Connecting stuff in your brain. Trev, just stop connecting things in your brain. Not everything lines up on the 23rd. Stop having this epiphany of like
Trev.
everything connecting. Please.
It's not. So, it's not super well known, but I actually do have a twin sister.
Ooh.
Oh.
My real name is Summer. Hers is Autumn.
Cut that out.
The 23rd.
It's okay. We have Maxwell here too, so you know.
The 23rd of September is the first day of fall. And my sister was born first.
Oh.
So-
We'll just cut. We'll just cut all that
Okay,
out.
oh, that's kind of neat. I like that. At least the name part.
Did you look over after I said? Oh, anyway, okay. This is going off the rails real fast.
I don't care.
Well, it's how it's gonna go. Anyway, me and Blue do have a little story, and we do have a little thing that we're going to talk about.
All right.
We have actually met each other in real life at one point in time.
Yes.
I love talking about this story.
I'd love to
I
hear
will
Blue's
say
side
it was
of
an
it.
experience. I would love to hear Blue's side of it too. So do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I mean, so the way Hyrule and I figured out we lived near each other is because we were hanging out just talking about stuff in TFM Johnny's Wolf Pack.
Voldemort.
Yeah.
And I happened to notice that whenever Hyrule was talking about the weather, especially because it was the winter months, that our weather was eerily similar. So Mesh was like, "Hey, do you live in this city?" And Trev's like, "Yeah, why?"
What?
Yeah, it was. This is how it went, right? It was like, "Do you live in this state?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Do you live close to this city?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was getting kind of scared that I was about to have a stalker, but no. Come to find out, she only lived like a couple minutes away from me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's actually kind of sick." Like, yeah, that's cool. And then we got to talking about it into a little bit, and we kind of was like, "Hey, let's meet up at some point." We have a fair that comes in every year. It was actually here this year as well too. And so we decided, it's like, hey, let's meet up there. I'm going this day, and she's going that day, and we literally passed each other. It was the funniest thing. It was so we was walking and
You
stuff,
told me
and
that
I'm nervous.
building.
Like,
I was heading to that building.
I know you were. And what was so funny is I was walking the other way. So Blue's walking this way, and I'm walking that way, right? And I just see this one person like this. I'm like, that's her. That's 100% her. I just have a feeling it's her. And I just kind of kept walking because I just was nervous because I didn't want to say anything. And I was like, oh gosh, I gotta say something to her, don't I? And then I kind of like turned around and I'm like, hey, Blue, hey, it's me, Hyrule, and stuff. And she's like, oh, hi. And then
I was not that enthusiastic. We're both awkward, IRL. We're both awkward.
Yeah, but it's still one of my favorite memories of me. Just kind of like I was really debating, like, should I just keep walking and just pretend like, oh, we left, like, or should I actually like say something? But I'm glad I did say something because I had a great time. I had an amazing time. One of my favorite memories from that day, I always talk about this all the time, is. So, at the fair, they have this chicken coop, right? So, it's like a whole bunch of chickens that are like in like these like rows and stuff like
They're
that.
showbirds.
And yeah, showbirds and stuff. So I'm just standing there, and Blue just opens up the cage and sticks her hand in and grabs like 2 or 3 eggs out, and I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And she just goes, nah, it's fine. I do this every year. I'm like, okay.
They don't stop you. I did it again this year. I got, what was it, 11 eggs this year?
You got 11 eggs? What?
11 eggs.
But I will say,
Gosh.
I will say, I will never forget my mom's experience of me walking out of that place and me waving to her with a bag, like with a bucket of like eggs in my hand, like a cup of eggs, I should say.
Right. Yep.
She looked so confused, and this is the moment that I've always talk about when I talk about us meeting up every time. I still think this is the funniest thing has ever happened to me, and I'm glad it happened. It put a pit in my stomach, but it is the funniest thing. So anyway, so a little bit of backstory and stuff in Johnny's server and stuff like that. People know I have this talent that I can kind of rap a little bit, right? I can
I
a little
rolled
bit.
a
I
rapping
come to
furry.
accept it. Okay,
Oh
that's
my
it.
God.
Because I have a furry model and
Yep.
stuff and everything. So now you know the backstory behind it. Anyway, my mom was like, "Hey, come get some water." Blah 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 blah. So me and Blue, we go get some water and stuff. And Blue's sitting down. I'm talking to my mom a little bit, and my mom turns to her and goes, "Hey, you know what they used to call them in high school?" And I'm like, "Mom, she doesn't know. She never went to that. She never went to my school. She was nowhere even around our area or anything like that." In high school, my nickname was Cheeks because I smiled a lot and stuff like that.
It was
And
also Cheesy
my
Cheeks
IRL
at one
friends
point
today
too.
still call me that. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's you can go watch another episode for that whole backstory. But anyway, but as we're sitting there, Blue just turns to me and she's like, "Well, you know, they do call you Hyrule the Rapping Furry." And my this thing in my stomach just like a massive pit happened, right?
I can imagine you just sitting there and you're just immediately face palming.
No, I was more of like, I don't know how to respond because after that, my mom goes, "What's a furry?" And I'm like, "Oh God, what is the situation that I'm in?" And I'm like, I don't want to explain to her. And the funniest thing is that she just hasn't asked any more about it. And so she just kind of just moved on. And the whole situation did, but I'll just never forget that because I just had this massive pit and everything else. And just her going, "What's a furry?" I'm like, "No, Mom, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Mom. No, it's okay. It's okay." But how did your experience go? Because I think a lot of people know my experience.
It rained that day. It was wet.
Oh, so you were a wet rapping
day.
furry.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, I don't really know. They didn't stop me reaching in, taking the eggs. But yeah, I got 11 eggs this year.
That's something that kind of like surprised me that they just don't stop you doing it. I don't know if they see you doing it, but I figure they would. But they're like, it's fine.
Here's the thing with that: if you look non-conspicuous and you're just like blending in with like the people that are doing their like shows or whatever, they're like, "Oh yeah, they're probably just like doing maintenance or whatever on the and getting rid of extra eggs and stuff." Right?
Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, that could be true.
Here's the thing. When we went this year, it was the last day of the fair when we went. I mean, my mother went on the first day because she works close enough that she just drove on over because she could get in for free. We, the rest of us, we went the last day and got the rest of the... And so there was not that many birds. Not that many chickens. So they definitely saw us picking the eggs and they just didn't say anything.
I went on the first day this year because my sister had tickets to the Hanson concert, and
boom,
so we went at night and stuff. And I saw a cow.
Anyway,
yeah, they were. So it's an agricultural thing. So they've got cow competition, they've got sheep competition, and chicken. They don't have pig because pigs are a little harder to control.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't. Oh, yeah, they don't have pigs. Don't they? I never noticed that till now. I never noticed that. Yeah, they don't have pigs. Oh my gosh, Trev, stop! That's not even how the song goes.
All right. Well, whatever. That's yeah.
Hey, did you by chance see the Hypnotist show while you were there?
No.
He's a good friend of mine.
Of course, you know, like everyone.
Really? But,
I know everyone.
Yeah, but that's true.
I know basically everyone.
You literally do. You literally do know everyone.
Because I know you've gotten into streaming recently.
It's just your cunning personality.
And that's the thing, you've known everyone, so everyone's coming to join you on the stream or whatever.
It's great.
I swear I'm an introvert. I swear I'm an introvert.
You swear that you're an introvert?
Wait, so
I swear I'm an introvert.
And you can see how many people are on your friends list. Online right now, I've got 359. Offline, however, let me scroll down to it. Offline, I've got 1,841.
God.
That begs the question, like, what is the... I wonder if there's a cap on how many friends you can have.
I don't think there is a cap.
I don't think there is.
Huh.
Because there's a good friend of mine here in VR runs music festivals. He's got 4,000. And he lags
wow.
when he opens up his friends list now because they added all the friends into one list. So yeah, I'm trying to fight getting the offline friends back in their own list. Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
That is awful.
Because Johnny will tell you about this too. He had to end up purging his friend list because he at one point had so many that his PC wasn't running properly. So he had to purge a bunch of people.
It's okay. We made the cut.
Yeah, I only have about 300 friends or so.
Yeah, same
more
here.
or less.
Well, that, and now because I know enough bigger people, I say, hey, please don't add me, because I've had the things where someone's like, hey, you know such and such. Can you add me so you can make me meet up with them? And it's like,
I haven't had that yet.
No.
I
haven't had that yet.
It's no.
Because someone came up to me and was like, I want to meet Lolathon. Friend request. Big fat no.
Yeah.
Because they're not trying to be your friend. They're trying to use you as a bridge.
Yep.
Yeah. I've only met him one time, and it wasn't even talking. He was playing a drum with his dick. It was pretty funny. Anyway.
Knowing
it got too silent.
It got really silent.
People will try to add you to get to these larger names. So
yeah,
that's
true. It's like you just end up with a bunch of clout chasers and stuff, and no.
Well, too bad. They're just going to see my little thumb to go bloop. I actually had a Discord scam not too long ago.
Also, because I would create worlds and stuff too, people are like, "Oh, you create worlds. I want to be friends with the world creator too." And that's the other thing I get. So it's like, no, we don't. Nah, man.
Yeah,
fam.
No, me first. Yeah.
Anyway, we had a list of questions here.
I've been very tired lately.
Yeah, I think it's different too because we've switched to recording these on Thursdays now.
Yeah.
Just because of our schedules and stuff, which actually coincidentally works better for me because I've had to cancel various things on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Because of water. So now you can go back to your ERPing on Friday nights.
My gosh. Susie, no, ERPing is enterprise resource planning. Gotta make sure you have all this stuff planned out.
Enterprise research planning. I love that. That's exactly what I'm calling it from now on.
That's the title of the episode. Thank you. Anyway,
yes.
Anyway, we had a cool thing here.
Yeah, then you had a question from the audience.
Did I have a question from the audience? I wanted to. Okay, we talked about the egg thing. We talked about the marshmallow. We talked about the IRL meetup. And then I had another question here. How did you become a bottom bitch?
I was trying to avoid that question, but the look that she has right now. It was amazing. I just turn around and then I just see that.
Oh.
That was a Trev question. That was not my question.
I don't know what your questions were because you never put them in the chat. So, but those were all my questions.
Because I didn't have any.
So
you think
this is just going to become another Zell episode now. We're pulling a Zell.
I've always kind of been all throughout school. I've always kind of been on the low on the totem pole. I've never really been a leader. I've always kind of been a follower, unless it's something I'm really passionate about, and then I will not shut up. Like, give me talking about roller coasters, and I won't shut up.
Speaking of roller coasters, what is the word? Okay, so you've probably, since you've gone on a lot of them, are there any you've gone on that are maybe sketchy or you would not recommend to anyone?
Yes, pretty much anything that is labeled a custom arrow looper. I do not like arrow loopers. I've ridden a few of them. They're bad.
I think for me, it would be that I can't remember the name of the roller coaster.
Yep.
But all I do remember is going up. So you got in the station, you got in the car, and you're going up the hill, right?
Yep.
And he's right. Before we got to the top, all you heard was this big noise and stuff. And you turn around, and you just see the chain just shaking and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die today. That's it. It wasn't Mystery Mine, no. It was some other coaster. It wasn't even in Dollywood.
It was not at Dollywood.
I've been on one of those coasters where you sit in a cab, and it rotates. You have like a wheel in the middle, and you can spin the car around while you're going down a track.
No, I know exactly what you're talking.
I have ridden a spinning roller coaster, and I really don't like them.
Yeah,
and for some reason, they're getting a lot of hype in the roller coaster community, and I'm like, why?
So that was the first coaster experience I've ever been on because I don't particularly like coasters. And then one friend was like, "Hey, you should go on this coaster." So I went on. I'm like, "Oh my god!" It was the worst experience ever.
That is awful. We'll get you on a little baby coaster or something, like baby's first coaster, and then get you kind of hooked. The thing.
Oh man, that's a good title too.
I'm passionate about roller coasters, and we were going to go up to an amusement park called Cedar Point. It's kind of well known. It was talked a lot about this year because of Top Thrill 2, because they opened up Top Thrill 2. I went to my first SpurCon this year. I woke up day 2 of that con, look at my phone, and received a notification that Top Thrill 2 would be extended closure. I'm like, really? Really? So, needless to say, we didn't end up there this year. We're going to try to end there next year. Cedar Point just announced a new roller coaster today, and it's something I've always wanted to ride, so I'm really excited. It's a tilt coaster. So, you get on the coaster, you go up the lift hill, and then it appears as if the track ends, and you stop on this track, and then it tilts 90 degrees straight down before releasing you.
No.
That sounds terrifying.
No.
It's called Siren's Curse. I've always wanted to ride one ever since.
It's called that my ass is being covered in shit. No, I'm not going on it.
There was one that opened up in 2002 in Taiwan really called... What was it? Max something?
I don't know. But anyway,
I've got a whole
I have
database.
roller coasters with... I actually went to Six Flags Sunday.
Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, you mentioned that before.
Last Sunday and stuff. Yeah, over Georgia. So
that place has gone downhill, and there's a merger, and I'm hoping that'll save the park. I've been going to that park since I was a little kid. It's gone downhill. Trust me.
Like I will say Six Flags over Georgia is like kind of like it's not like theming wise, it's awful.
That's because it's not a theme park; it's an amusement park.
Oh, okay. So
the difference between a theme park and an amusement park. Overall, Disney's a theme park.
Right.
Yeah.
Theme parks have an overall theme to the park. Like Dollywood is a theme park; it's themed to the mountains. An amusement park is a park that really doesn't have an overall theme. Like Six Flags.
But they set it up like a theme park though. That's the thing. Like you have like Gotham area, and then you have like this.
No.
Then like this area up here.
Is when the entire park has an overall theme. An amusement park can have little theme sections, but overall does not carry on that theme.
So one's a theme park, and the other one is.
Then how is Dollywood a theme park?
Because it's an overall theme to just
Dolly Parton. Oh, okay.
So what if you had a theme park
and country,
and the theme was being in an amusement park, and
that makes sense.
You'd have a theme park, and the theme is being an amusement park, like if Wata wasn't a theme park.
Oh, okay. I think I get what you're saying.
You go on the coaster. The coaster name is called a blood-sucking goat thing.
I think we should have like a little water ride. But anyway, when we went and stuff, we rode. We went on a Sunday. On that Sunday, early in the day, and there was like nobody there. So we rode like 4 roller coasters in the first hour. It was amazing.
Nice. No.
Okay, I don't care. I don't care if it was like. We did what was it? The Twisted Cyclone. That was the first one we rode. Which was really funny because we did do Mine Train, yes. But
that's an arrow.
Twisted Cyclone though. But except that one, it was really funny because my dad, I don't think he rode a roller coaster in a very, very long time, and he rode next to me.
Oh.
So, you know, we go down, you go up the hill and stuff, and as we're going up, I'm like, look, Dad, there's like no cars over there, and he's like, okay, yeah, I just take your word for it. Yep, yeah. He's like trying not to be scared, and I'm over here like, yo, and so the roller coaster, it goes up and it kind of goes like that. It dupes into itself, right? I forgot about this because I'm the person who went to Six Flags like 10 years ago, right? So,
that coaster wasn't even there 10 years ago.
Oh, well, I was like something. I don't remember. Anyway, so it goes up and over and it goes down and inward. And my dad's like, oh my God! Going down, going into it and stuff. And he just starts like screaming. I'm horse laughing through the whole ride. I'm having a blast.
Right.
And then my little brother and I, we rode a lot of the rest of the rides and stuff. But it's like right now, it's like $26 per person on the weekends, which is like pretty good.
I'll be honest. Was it Twisted Cyclone is not for beginners?
Yeah. I guess if you.
Oh yeah, I've learned that after after we got on it.
So I haven't been to any Six Flags.
I don't think it was
parks,
a good first try.
We have a local amusement park that comes every summer and whatnot. And if you don't get the express pass, you're gonna be in lineups for like 2 hours just to go on a ride once. It's probably similar for you guys there too, right? Okay, yeah. So my scariest experience on there wasn't a coaster, but it was one of those rides where they you go really, I don't know, like 500, like 200 feet in the air or whatever.
Tower.
It's a drop tower basically.
Oh yeah.
And we had one friend that decided, hey, let's just drag everyone onto it here. And I have a fear of heights. And falling scares the shit out of me. So I'm like, I don't even know how I got talked onto doing this ride, but I get it. We go all the way up and everything, and it's just this nice view, and they kind of have you spinning a little, just a slow spin, kind of looking at the surroundings and stuff, and then you just drop, and then you just drop, and I almost shit a brick. It was so bad. It was it was something.
Yeah. And call yourself Albert Einstein.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for bricks, Trevady can provide.
So
what?
There was one ride that me and my little brother were going to ride and stuff. It was like that, but it was like the swings. I don't know if you ever seen like a swings ride or something.
Yeah, are you talking about like the
like the swings where you have to like you put down and it goes up kind of not too high but a little bit high and it like swings you around in a
chair
circle.
Swing, right?
Chair swing ride, right?
Yeah.
Was this down in Gotham?
Yeah, but it's like no, it's not the one in Gotham. It's like the one a little bit like out of Gotham. It's like near the Superman ride, I think.
Oh, the real tall one.
Anyway,
the real tall one.
Yeah. It's like extremely. Yeah, it's like it's like a drop tower type height and stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I want to ride this or not. And luckily, we didn't ride it because like the staff there was just, I guess, just pedaling around and being stupid because they swept up this one thing and then like no one let anyone on the ride, and we're like, why are we waiting? We've been standing here for like 5 minutes.
I've been on a chair.
I will say the staff there just did not want to be there. Anyway,
I've been on a chair swing, and those are things I go down, sure, fine, whatever, it's fine. Like I went to this one, we have a mall in Canada up in Alberta that has like a huge indoor amusement park and whatnot, and they have like a chair swing ride there.
Hang on, I know that one.
Oh, you know that one? Yeah, they closed the Mindbender out recently, I believe, because it was decommissioned. But I went on a chair.
The Mindbender.
Yeah, I went on a chair swing ride in there, and it was pretty cool. But I've seen some of them, the ones like in actual amusement parks, like outdoor ones, and they go like stupid high. It's like, and they tilt and they kind of go back and forth and.
Oh yeah,
it's like
no. You want to talk about what? You want to talk about what one of the coasters is called there?
What?
It's called the Cootie Coaster.
Nice.
Not even kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the oldest one
But
there.
I do want to say before I forget this thought, there was one ride that I rode. It's called the Catwoman's Whip.
Oh my
And
gosh.
what it did. No, so what it was like you got into the seat, right? And it would like slowly turn like vertically, like a normal like thing, right?
Mhm.
And then it would slowly get vertical or horizontal to vertical and stuff like that. And about halfway through, you heard this like weird
Yeah, it makes a weird
off of my
noise.
seat.
Oh no.
No, it was off of my seat.
Oh
and
no.
my dad was like behind me.
Yep.
He's like, "Hey, can you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can. I'm just going to ignore it and just enjoy."
Just hope that
Look,
hope the thing doesn't fall over.
Need a WD-40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I hear this thing. I'm like, am I gonna die? Like,
Yeah, I'm always wary of like.
am I gonna be part of like a lawsuit?
Like a lot of like amusement parks, like especially the rolling ones, you're always like wary of like if they do their maintenance right or if they put a bolt in correctly or whatever else, right? Because
Yeah,
but there was a video a while back that had the people were like on a swing ride that went around, like you sat in a seat, you go like around, it stays horizontal, and it started tipping, and a bunch of bystanders came along to try to hold the ride upright while they emergency stopped it.
No.
Yeah.
In regards to amusement park rides, that for some reason people get afraid of these permanent installations at amusement parks, and they really shouldn't be. It's these fairs that actually have more incidents like that, because these amusement park rides, they're not properly bolted down because they're designed to be taken to be put up, stay up for a week, and then taken down and then shipped somewhere else to.
I will say, when I went to Six Flags over Georgia, one of my exciting things I was going to go to was Gotham. So I was like, oh my good gosh, I remember it. Like it had I thought the theming was a lot better than what I remembered. But then we went in, it was like concrete and like 2 Batman posters. I was like, oh, this is disappointing. Like the rides were fun, and like I like the Batman ride. That was my favorite there because it had the most theming to it, and it was from the 2003 Batman movie with like with a mannequin inside.
That particular roller coaster, it held a real special place in my heart. It's got some. It's got a wacky history.
Oh, does it?
It killed 2 people.
Oof.
Oh, did it? Oh, damn.
They were not on the ride. No, these idiots jumped over the fence, got their head kicked off.
Oh, yeah, wait, I heard that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Our wisdom at its finest.
But no, with me, on the last like little bit of the ride,
yep.
I don't know why, but my vision kind of like doubled for a second. Like, because there's like this quick corkscrew, right? And there's like another thing that happens and another thing. And then you turn it and then you stop. And then all of a sudden I just saw like 2 things turning at like one time. I'm like, I'm getting double vision. I don't know if this is a good sign or not. Like, I might need to stop.
So
but my little brother, he wanted to get on everything. It was great.
The big coaster they got there, Goliath, has a helix on it.
Yes.
Oh, Sando Goliath.
I get a gray tunnel on that helix. I start losing my vision. Yeah. It happens anytime, any coaster. Basically, any coaster that has prolonged excessive G-forces will do it. That's just one of them. I mean, I've ridden. There are 5. There are 5 coasters that go over 300 feet on the east coast of America and Canada. I've ridden 4 of them. The only one I haven't gotten was the one in Canada, Leviathan. No, Canada. Cedar Point doesn't have one. It's in Canada. I've never blacked out on a coaster, but I have come close on one of them. This one, it keeps changing its name. It was Intimidator 305. It's now Project 305. 91 miles per hour, but that first bank to the right is notorious for blackout. So yeah, great coaster. Love the coaster.
My cousin blacked out on a coaster before. It was on the Tennessee Tornado.
That's a Customero looper that I'm talking about. When it comes to Customero loopers, that's one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a Customero looper. It was the last Customero looper.
Really? I didn't even know that. Dang. Well, fun fact
the company that made it went out of business.
I've seen like a few videos on people that are scared of coasters or like thrill rides or whatever, and then they'll just pass the hell out. My favorite ones are when they go on like those slingshot rides.
The slingshot, yeah.
And they just pass out. You just like they're just like flopping around like some sort of like ragdoll or something, strapped to a seat.
My favorite one is like the kid or like the I think it's a grown adult, but anyway, they're like sitting in like the thing. They start like slipping out of it, and they start screaming like, "Help! Help me! I'm slipping! I'm slipping!" And it's just like in this awkward position. It's great. But we saw one at Six Flags, and I told my little brother, "It's like I am not riding that." Like, no,
they don't have one at Six Flags.
Yeah, they do. They got a slingshot thing. Yeah, they do.
That's not a slingshot. That's a sky coaster. That's
What's
a sky coaster.
Isn't it like? Well, doesn't it slingshot?
No,
I think it does.
This one pulls you up and releases you. Six Flags doesn't have a slingshot.
Oh. Okay, I see. It's similar, but it's not the same. Yeah, gotcha.
So on the topic of fairs,
it's the same
I haven't seen it go, so I didn't know. Well, okay. Well, I didn't see it because no one was in it, so I didn't see it go. So I thought it was a slingshot.
I haven't seen that thing run in years, so.
It's funny. I know a lot about Six Flags because years ago, they used to have like different video games and stuff that came in cereal boxes, and one of them was Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. And it was in a cereal box game. And Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 has like all the Six Flag parks and stuff that you got to play around with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have the rides like Goliath and some of these like Twister rides and all these other things. And then you can play around. It was cool. So I've yet to go to a Six Flags, but I think it'd be cool because like, I remember this. This was my childhood. It came in a box. It was a
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Right.
Just turned 25.
Oh my gosh.
Don't say that. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I need to play it more.
The third one.
I was going to say, have you ever tried RCT Open?
Yes, that's the one I use all the time. I recommend that to people because you can basically mod it, but it takes all the best of all the better parts of Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2 and puts it all into one game.
Yeah, into one. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I always like to make money and stuff. You could always have different booths that you could charge money for, and I was always the asshole that would charge, and I was able to get away with it for
for the bathroom.
For the bathrooms, the maximum that people would pay was approximately 20 cents. So I was charging 20 cents to use the bathroom in all the bathrooms.
That's awful. Well, I don't have 20 cents on me.
I am horrible. Oh, there's an ATM. Go take it out.
Peeing on the ground.
Just for peeing on the ground. But yeah, as soon as you knock it up to like 25 cents, they will not use your washrooms whatsoever.
But you want to call that an episode?
Or one more thing I wanted to mention because we're still on the topic of like fairs and stuff. Do you have any like favorite fair foods that you like? Things that you like have to get because you know you're at the fair or amusement park or whatever. It's like your go-to.
Not really.
Not really.
Because I'm normally, I'm the type of guy where I'm gonna eat anything.
Okay.
So I don't really, there's not really like a fair food I went to. But the last thing I did have was like this foot-long corn dog, and it was damn amazing. I do like that, and I do like me some deep fried stuff. So
yeah,
deep fried Oreos.
I am a whore when it comes to mini donuts.
I'm a whore when it... Can that be the title, please? I'm a whore when it comes to mini donuts.
Okay, sure. Yeah. But yeah, I'll see mini donut. Like I don't even have to be at a fair. I'll like go. There'll be like some street festival or something in my local town, and I'll see a food truck for mini donuts. I'm like, all right, I've stopped the car. I'm getting out. I'm getting my mini donuts.
You commute way home and stuff, and you see a food truck with mini donuts, you're like, oh, hell yeah!
I don't even care what the event is. I'm just gonna stop and get mini donuts. Yeah.
It's so great. I love that.
It's really good. But yeah, I went to a fair a couple years ago, like it's a proper amusement park, and they had these, like, it was a potato on a stick. Potato was cut in like a coil.
You showed that image to me.
Yeah, it was cut in a coil and deep fried, and then they put different seasonings and stuff on it. Oh, that stuff's good. But anyway, this has actually been a somewhat decent episode. Maybe people need to start out on this episode, because so I showed a few friends, some IRL friends. They're like, oh, I hear you do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, I do a podcast with a friend here, and like, are you interested? I'm like, they're like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go check it out. So I gave the website link and stuff, and they're like, oh, this is interesting. And the first episode they started on was episode 19, and basically we were just laughing our asses off for the first 5 minutes. And they're like, oh, is this all you guys do?
What episode was that? That
was episode 19.
Was that Johnny's episode, or was that?
No, that was the audio.
What was episode 19? I don't remember.
That was one where you're playing Blato.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a weird episode to start out with. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're new to this series, don't start at episode 19.
Yeah, don't. You wouldn't get anything.
You won't get anything. Start with this one, actually. This one is pretty not chaotic, strangely
I think it's
enough.
a good starter episode.
Yeah, it's a good starter episode. Oh.
But anyway, Blue, do you have, where can we find you on your social medias, and where do you stream and all that good fun stuff here? Give me 1 second. Let me find.
I don't really have social media, but I do stream now. Twitch.tv/blue_Phoenix23.
Nice. And how
many
followers?
I'm reaching up here. There's nothing up here.
How many followers do you have?
What?
It's fine.
I am currently at. How many?
I think it's like 504.
565.
That's a reaction.
What?
What?
The last time I saw it was like 504. That was like 3 days ago.
It pays to be a gamer girl on the internet, apparently.
I'm
just a bird on the internet.
Also, fun fact, if this one YouTube channel gets to 1,000 followers, Rules here will do a face reveal.
Oh my god, no.
Become a gamer gamer girl, stream on Twitch, and then you'll get follows and monies and stuff, and then you'll become famous, and then you'll forget all about the little people. I'll cut all that out. Anyway.
Oh, it's fine.
Was there anything else we wanted to mention here today on the episode of what? Oh, yes.
The dominant space chicken?
Save that for a minute. Just save that for a minute. We have a website. Go check it out at whatarewetalkingabout.lol. We have all the past episodes on there. Plus, you'll be able to find these episodes audio recording on your favorite platforms where you want to listen to podcasts. They're all linked there. And yeah. Also, if you want to sponsor it, like, we'll take sponsorships. Just go send it to our email. We'll do a thing here. We'll get sponsored by Stinky Bathwater.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would drink it every day. Anyway.
Oh, man. By the way, this was episode 21. We are now officially old enough to drink.
21?
My gosh.
What's 9 plus 10? 21?
9 plus...
I'm sorry, I'm 5. Anyway.
9 plus 10?
Have you not seen that meme? It's a very old meme.
I've not seen that meme. I'm sorry. I'm.
It's like this little kid. It's this guy. It's like this dad and this kid, right? And the dad goes, "You stupid." And the kid goes, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "Yeah, you are." And he's like, "No." And the dad goes, "What's 9 plus 10?" The kid goes, 21.
Interesting.
The answer is 19.
Cool. It is 19. Cursed number 19. Anyway, yeah. I don't know who will get on next week as a guest. I know at one point you were talking about getting your brother on.
Yeah, I gotta figure all that out.
If we do get him on, I have to link the original. I think it was episode 0 when we did the role play about getting him on.
Oh shoot, we did do something like that, did we?
Yeah, I talked about the plastic bag in the corner a lot, and you're like, the fuck?
We're already that deep in.
We're that
anyway,
we're that deep in. Yes, that was 20 episodes. No, it was 21 episodes. No, like 22 episodes ago. That was. Oh man, keep lost some time here. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye
bye.
So Amazon. Lately, I've been looking at cosplay stuff, and now it just keeps sending me women clothing, and I don't know why.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.